I believe that through education, an individual will receive vital skills and tools that are necessary to build a successful life with many opportunities within it. Within an educational setting, students should be continuously encouraged to solve problems that they would encounter outside of an educational environment. I believe that as teachers, it is our duty to ensure that learning takes place in a safe and supportive learning environment. This is so students will have the best chance at learning the skills and tools needed for their lives. When students have a comfortable learning environment, they are more likely to take skills from a lesson. My desire to want to pursue a career in teaching is due in part to my desire to want to make a positive impact on children's lives. Teaching is a highly rewarding position, where you are directly able to see the impact you're having on a child's life, whether that be now, 5 years, 10 years, or later in life. I cannot think of a better way to improve society. I do strongly believe in hands-on learning, because I understand that supplementing a child's schoolwork with a variety of activities, whether that be inside a classroom or outside a classroom, is an essential part of the education process. There have been many people who have helped me in my journey of realization that I want to dedicate my life to education, these being family, friends, and the work of two educational philosophers, bell hooks and nail noddings. These two philosophers were an integral part of me choosing education as my future profession. This is because their beliefs when it comes to a child's learning closely resemble my own. I understand the importance of using instructional strategies that appropriately address the different learning styles and needs of students in order to become an effective educator. Both myself and Now Noddings share the view that all children learn in different ways and require different approaches to sometimes get the same results. It is extremely important to identify each child's way of learning and continuously monitor each student's academic progression, as this is a good way to improve your own teaching methods. As covered in Bell Hook's books, Engaged Pedagogy, a transgressive education for critical consciousness, there is still stereotypes in our modern education system. One being that it is seen if a child comes from a low socioeconomic background, they are likely to stay in that state for the rest of their lives. My goal as an educator is to help every child I can reach their potential, no matter what situation they're in. The talent to build meaningful relationships with my students is one that I hope I will gain over my years of teaching. Through the development of a meaningful relationship that is honest, open, and respectful, students will know that I understand them and are always there for them. Bell Hook's own educational philosophy shows that her beliefs in the fact that every child that walks through her classroom doors deserves the same level of education. She does, however, state that there are some examples where a student would require more of a different approach from the teacher. This falls in line with both mine and Nell Nodding's own personal philosophy. That is, once again, not every child learns or needs the same amount of attention as another child. To conclude, my goal as a teacher is to instill a passion for learning within each and every one of my students, while providing them with an educational environment that is encouraging and positive. I hope to provide the skills and tools necessary for success and foster the individual talents of each student I have, giving them the confidence to make their dreams reality. Thank you for listening.